showdown. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Chanticleers will kick it away first. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads. They move the chains. Le'Veon Bell among many who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pull back a couple years ago, such a great season too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Carter. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
And the Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Foster. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Childs. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Sparty!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Tucker. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. He's got it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
The shot that clears will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. They're going to throw it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty.
And that's another shot to clear.
And the shot to clears are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The shot that clears have moved it inside the 20. Looking to throw, it's Basco. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Ready to try the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more fit.
He's taking the shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gets set, first down. Using his legs, it's Bennett. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to pass, it's Vasco. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how do you counteract all the speed you have in college football? You chase the quarterback and the skill position guys with faster guys. You bring in more DBs. You bring them down the box. You get them near the line of scrimmage so they can make big plays with their fast speed in the backfield.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the shot to clears will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Handoff to the lone back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan State 14, Coastal Carolina 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Looking for a man. It's Vasco. Buys a little time. He'll let one go down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Foster. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Glover. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively. You've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. They're bringing heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Marsh. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the 1st down.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll keep it himself. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Washington. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Tucker. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. To the air, it's Kim. Feeling some heat. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. jumped on top of the pile.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got his man. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Chanticleer is trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to blast their way in. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to slam it in. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. So that's going to do it here in the 1st half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Dropping back, it's Basco. Fires and picked off. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments, you talk about, we've seen them do this, we've seen them do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You can tell they knew it was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the second half.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Basco. Pressure coming. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line and Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The shot that clears line up to punt it away. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15.
Will take over 1st and
10. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the side.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Kim. It's complete on the right side.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He caught it. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the shot to clear is trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Vasco. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Michigan State 28, Coastal Carolina 7.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Back to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football. With the lead late in the game, if we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Kim. He's going to fire deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The shot that clears will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll park it at the 39. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. This is a designed run. The Spartans get enough to move the chains.
First down for the offense.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running back searching for a hole. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. The Spartans are on the move. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Trying to get the edge on the toss. Shakes off the tackler. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Powell.